Elkana Federman, thanks so much for taking the time here on the Mailtime Podcast. Appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
So, for those who don't know you, I was introduced to you just a couple days ago. You were the head of security at the Nova Music Festival. Do I have that correct?
Yes.
What were the weeks leading up to October 7th like? What was your responsibilities? What were you doing to get ready for the festival?
I do a tour on the area. I see where I need to put my security guy. And that's it. I close my security, come to work in the festival. No, not a lot of stuff.
How many people did you have working for you?
55.
Was there any coordination with the Army? Did you know any of the commanders, brigade commanders, or anyone in the area that you were supposed to work with, or you were just kind of on your own?
No, I just on me and my security, but we have an Aviv Eliyahu. He was fighting in the Nova and he's falling. He saved 1,000 people. So he's make the insurance of the Nova with the police, with the army. And he said to army, send us a soldier to protect the area. And he done said.
What kind of training was done before? I'm trying to understand for those who haven't been to Israel since October 7th. I've been there and I've spoken to people who were there. But as the security team, what was your training like? Were you ever anticipating 1,000 people running to murder everyone at the festival? What were you actually training to do as security?
Without the training, just make people don't get in alcohol, don't fight against each other.
So you're basically like bouncers almost.
Yeah,
like in a bar. You're not security as if you're stopping terrorists from coming over.
Not security like the government or
Right.
730 or the protect a government member. It's a different kind. Like when you go to Omer Adam, you see like people.
Right. So basically like concert security, which is what it was. It was a musical rave. When did you realize that everything was crazy?
When the rockets start, I see the sky. I see hundreds of rockets. And I understand something was different, but and then this time I don't think the Hamas terrorists arrived from Gaza to Israel. I just think there's a rocket we used in Israel. This thing we're going to the shelter is maybe a little different because it was 100, not like 10 rocket or 20 rocket, a lot of. And so we tell everybody to go out from the area about this. And
had you prepared for if there had been rockets? Like, did that even cross your mind getting ready for the festival?
It's something we used to in Israel. So we said we have a Kippat Barzel. Okay, and everything fine. And then maybe the party gonna move on. Just like this.
I'm asking from the perspective of, did you even think about an emergency, right? Like who was in charge of if there's an emergency? That would be only the army?
The army and the police. Station of Fakim in this man.
So the rockets start at 6:29 and you tell everyone to evacuate the area. So what did you do then? Did you even have a gun?
No, I'd be without a gun. I've been in the army. I've been security on the east of Jerusalem. And 3 months before, I live in my job in East Jerusalem, and I bring my pistol back to the company. And so I be there without a gun. And my security officer, some of them a warrior in the army, some of them not. And we take everyone out from the area without a gun, just 55 security. We went in all the area, in the camping and the bar and in the garage. Garage, we said? Chanaya.
What, the
The parking.
parking, yeah.
The parking, yeah. And we think we finish, and we go. Just a rocket. Don't know about any terrorists. Don't know about all the attack.
You're head of security. Did you have a way to talk to the army? Like, did you even have a contact at the army?
Me, no. There was a police there, so I think the police know everything.
So everything's clearly not okay. There's tons of rockets. I mean, had you never experienced rockets like that? That was
No, I'm from Jerusalem. Maybe once of rocket for 5 years, maybe. Not not like the south.
right.
Not like Sderot and Ofakim.
So when did you realize that it wasn't just rockets?
Bar Cooperstein going to the road to 232 and tell me in walkie-talkie there was wounded man is come to the area party to the road. So me and Aviv Eliyahu go to the road, and we see a man is have gunfire in his neck, and we understand there is a terrorist, but don't think yet this is 1,000 of terrorists. Think maybe 4, 10 terrorists, and we know we have an army, we have tanks, we have everything, so everything okay. You're moving to catch people out to Tel Aviv, to Sderot, to Ofakim. Everybody going to his houses. And that's it. And after 10 minutes, you're hearing the gunfire be close and closer and closer, and you're hearing this from everywhere. But the tourist doesn't arrive to area party yet, like in 2 hours.
So you had a 2-hour head start to try to get everybody out of there.
Yeah.
Wh-
But this day doesn't enough. 4,000 people in there.
But what are you supposed to do if you don't have a gun? So what do you do as security if you don't have a gun?
Tell the people, go out.
Right, but I'm saying you can't approach the terrorists to neutralize them or stop them, right? Because you just have your bare hands.
Yeah.
So what then did you do once you're telling people to get out?
I take, after the one wounded come to the area party, after 20 minutes, I think, there was more wounded people from the party that was trying to escape out to side of Berry, and is back, the people back to the area party, some girls with wounded in his leg, some police officer too, and like 7 wounded people, and I take them to the area party to get a
Treatment.
in the ambulance. We have an ambulance in the party. And then when I was with the ambulance and Bar Cooperstein and a lot of my friends, a lot of police, be on the road, I start to hearing the gunfire very, very close, and I sound a very big boom, like an RPG or something. So I take my tractor, my Ranger, and drive to the terrorist without a plan, without a gun, just instinct. When I get the road, all my friends already died. Some people escape, like Bar, and after this is kidnapped, and I stuck behind the car without the gun. I realized then I'm gonna dive there, and that's it. 20 terrorists.
So how are you sitting here talking to me? What happened?
Some tank from the Gader,
From the border.
from the border. There was 4 soldier in the tank, and then the way. My English is very bad.
So wait a sec. Are you talking about the same tank as Sharabi's?
Same tank on Sharabi is before he's going to be with Sharabi. He's moving next to me, and there was two soldiers on this tank, Ofir Testa and Ido Somech the driver, and Ofir Testa the Tan. So Ofir Testa come from the tank.
He started running. He thought he was surrounded by Hamas, right?
Yeah, the tank is
Right,
driving
right.
because the tank doesn't work. It doesn't get to shoot.
Right.
The commander and the soldier was shooting the tank died.
Right.
So Testa come next to me behind the car, and I tell him to shoot the terrorist with his weapon. And he tell me I'm wounded. I see him, and he's very wounded, like resisim and kviot, all his body. So I tell him, you want to give me your gun and be a warrior in the army? He's bringing his gun, and I try to start to run to the terrorist, right, with a weapon with one magazine until I finish my magazine. Then I see a police officer always fight. I come in next to the police officer, and then he shoot his neck. He's falling down. Just a second.
So you're standing next to a police officer. You say hello, and then he gets shot in the head right next to you.
Yeah, in the neck. Just a second. I don't, the 20 terrorists shooting on you. You don't speak, and everybody died around me. All the police officer, my friend from security, people come to the festival, like 100 of body.
And you're sitting you're literally in the middle of a circle, basically, and you're the only one that's alive.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm only one who's alive, and we call the battle of there the battle of the bridge, because we have a bridge there, behind the Nachal Grav, not behind.
Okay, so the police officer gets shot in the neck.
And I finish all my magazine, so I take the pistol of the police officer, 6 bullets. This is
Not really going to get you anywhere.
not really gonna get me anywhere, and I believe I'm gonna die there. So I don't think about to being alive or trying to escape or something. And I start running to the terrorist again. And then I get shot in my leg, in my ass, and it's out.
You get shot in the butt. It comes out through the side of your hip.
Yeah. And this point, I understand that I don't have nothing to do with pistol. It's 6 bullets. Everybody around me died. So I think this was instinct. I just start to run to the open field behind the Nova, and all the terrorists shooting at me off once.
Wait a sec. You're running after you took a bullet to your butt?
Yeah.
How are you running if you just got shot in the hip?
I don't know. Just running. I said this.
You probably had a lot of adrenaline.
Yeah, maybe adrenaline, but I see my shot in my leg. It's just very coev.
Difficult. Hurts a lot.
It hurts a lot.
Broken.
Yeah, but I think the instincts. I want to be alive. So I start to run in the open field, and every Hamas terrorist shooting me off on once, like an RPG on the ground, and a lot of shooting, like 100 of bullet, because I'm only one target in open field, and 20 terrorists, everybody dies, so I just me alive. And then I get to the other side of the field. I get into a bush, see my leg, take my right hand, start to push on the gunshot
On the wound.
and the wound with my pistol, the pistol of take the police with the left hand and waiting for what is coming. After 10 minutes, I understand it's not gonna come after me, because in the party area, there's still 400 people. So we're gonna murder everybody, and who is me to stop him? So
Were you praying to God? What was your mindset like when you're sitting there bleeding out after you just got shot?
for started, I said Shema Israel, and then I take my phone out. I have 2% in סוללה, and I see my unit army and the מילואים הוקפצו.
They called up.
They called up to מחנה עופר. This is where we meet with the emergency. And I send them. They was in the Nova area. Don't say the Nova. I send them a location. I tell them I'm wounded in the south of Israel. And there was 100 people dead around me. And I tell them to come or send my location to a special unit or something. And then my phone, after an hour, died. You know, and I understand the nobody gonna stop the terrorist. So I hearing the screaming of the girls because like in 150 meters from the area party. I hearing everything. The girls, the people, all the screaming, all everything. So I sitting in the bush, riding Teilim, and waiting for dive, maybe from the wounded. I don't know.
What did you hear? You say you hear people. You're hearing people getting shot point blank. What are you hearing?
You're in a lot of shooting. You're in the girls screaming. The girls was terrorist reps. All the stuff he was do there, like in a couple of hours, 4 or 5 hours, and nobody going, no army, nobody.
We're more than 2 years after this happened. Are you like, when you close your eyes, are you able to put yourself back in that situation? Is that something that you still see all the time?
Don't see this all the time. I don't have PTSD or something, but I agree. I lost their 11 security for my guy. Now I don't have, but my friend kidnapped 5 from my security. A lot of friends for my friends to come to the party to celebrate. Not just security guard. I know the people. I working with them like 2 years with the Nova. So if I chief the security, I know in people, and I don't see anything when I close my eyes. But I agree.
But I'm saying that's not something you can easily forget about. That hearing that, it sounds really quite traumatic.
No, you don't forget. Remember every day. No, the life move on.
At what time did you actually get rescued?
Like in 2 in the lunch, I think 2 or 3 people from the party get me out. I send you after this, show you a video. There is, I have my right leg, so it's take my left leg and my shoulders. It's funny situation. So get me out to the car with men who come from Hadera to escape them out. He's take me to Ofakim. I go in Soroka. Soroka don't give me treatment because a lot of people without head, without...
Right, you were basically in an easy situation because you only had one gunshot wound. Okay.
Yeah, and I have a buddy from... he's with me in the room. He's a 3 shot in this body. The bullet's still in this body. And like me too. Don't trip in him.
Right. I've spoken to soldiers who got shot twice, and they were told that they were in a matzav kal. So yeah. It's a crazy day.
And after this, I go into hospital Shari Tzedek, take me in a jumper, and I do
your first helicopter ride.
No, in the army I do some stuff, and I do tour sergeant in Shari Tzedek, Yom Sheni.
You got on Monday.
Monday and one until the weekend. And then I finish, I go in my home. And after 2 weeks, I've been in my unit again. After 3 weeks, I've been inside Gaza, in the North
You
Gaza.
got shot in the leg and returned to your unit 2 weeks later.
My unit in Judah and Shomron. And
Are you crazy?
in Israel, it's no one. For me, it's no one. All my friend, all my brother.
What was that like going through the last 2 years fighting and also knowing that people that you had hired were in captivity?
It was tough. It's my responsibility to get them out, and I do all how I can to let them out, to get them out. It was hard, but you see, now everybody is on. I don't go to any funeral, thanks God. To see him happy, smiling, everything for me.
What do you have to say about people that think there was a lack of preparation from either the organizers or from the army? Who do you think is primarily responsible for what happened at Nova?
A lot of people from the politics and the army and the Shabak, and don't know where it's gonna end. But Ronen Bar, Aaron Khalifa, Bibi Netanyahu, Herzi Halevi, and more others. A lot of.
What would you, in terms of preparation, do you think there's anything that could have been done differently in the actual party, or everything was just so poorly done from the top down that there was nothing you even could have done at the party differently?
Me?
You or just getting ready for securing the area.
When knowing about something like this, we don't do a party there.
Right.
If we think even a little bit there is a terror attack, we don't do the party. Even if the army tell us, no, it's okay. If I see something like this, never.
Right. So you would have said no.
Of course, I don't get my security, and maybe some people, house people want to do the party without the security. He's don't content to do the party, but we don't know anything.
It's a very interesting point. Where have you spoken to any of these people in the army or in the political space and told them what you think? Have you engaged in that conversation? Have you spoken to Herzi Halevi or Yoav Gallant or Khalifa? Any of these people came and said sorry to you?
No. I go into the Knesset, I go into the תקשורת, 14 News, 14 News, and 24 News, and 12 News, and everything, everybody know my appointment. But no, Ronen Bar don't come to no one. And Aaron Khalifa, too, and Herzi Halevi, don't say sorry.
Are you more? Are you angry, or are you more hoping? Are you still angry?
Of course, I'm still angry. But like you see, I go into the fight, into Gaza. And knowing that Ronen Bar is still head of Shabak, and Herzi Halevi is still head of the army, Ramatkal. And I still going to Gaza because it's my duty. And my friend fight, my brother fight. I have 2 brothers who was wounded too. My brother taken RPG in Khan Yunis, and my big brother taken Kadbam in the border of Lebanon. He's still on Shikum in Shiba. His right hand is have the hand, but doesn't work.
So you're invested, even though some of the leadership wasn't necessarily so good. I think we can agree on that. What do you think of the IDF's actions in Gaza? Do you think that they were done properly? Do you think that the IDF could have done things better?
Of course, but it's not up to us, the warrior. It's up to the head of the army. Yeah, cash bagag, you know, cash bagag.
Yeah, of course it's not, you're not making decisions strategically in that sense, but
Yeah,
is it hard for you seeing when the army would take over a place like Sajaya and then leave and then go back and then leave and then go back and then leave?
yeah.
How was that as a warrior? How did that feel?
It's very angry. We see this, and we said we're gonna die for nothing. We get into the number, Sajay or Sech or Canunes or any place out, and we go out. It doesn't the way. It's not the way to do things. But it's not up to us. But we're back and we're back and we're back because it's our duty.
What do you think is the path forward in Gaza from what you saw? What do you, in terms of the ceasefire? I just was speaking to some of the released hostages, as I know we have mutual friends there. Doesn't really seem like there's people to have peace with on the other side. So I'm curious what the regular Israelis would think about the situation in Gaza going forward.
There is no, how is it, civilians, not.
You're saying that everyone, you don't think there's a civilian
ev-
population in Gaza? Yeah.
Every population in Gaza is Hamas. I see the houses. I find the weapon and the bad children. I see a book children is teaching how to kill a Jewish or how to kill an American people. You see all the Degel Israel and Degel America in this book, children book. And nobody seems in Gaza. Everybody, every the population is Hamas.
So for those of us in America that aren't as familiar with some of the internal politics, Israel's going into an election year very soon. What do you think's going to happen? You're not a political commentator, but I'm curious as someone who was in the army and was at the Nova Festival, what do you think is going to happen politically in Israel? Do you think Bibi will win again?
Bibi will win again, of course, because I don't like Bibi. I don't agree with them for a lot of things, but he's going to win because he's give our hostage back. He's with Trump, maybe, but he's Bibi. And the big period of Lebanon and Iran and Gaza. But I want to see young people like me in the politics, a warrior, to make a difference.
Are you going to run? Are you thinking about going for it?
I try. I think about this. I want this because not because I want to do this. I want to live my life. But I think I need to do this. I think it's a fate.
I'm going to give you a little rant here from America. I'm curious your take, but for me, I'm most troubled by the lack of accountability in Israel. I feel like the best job you can get is to be a general, and you could be terrible at your job. People could die because you don't even secure the border. And then you just retire and get a pension, and you can go to Mexico and go to France on vacation, and you get away with it. And when I look at even the investigations that the Army is doing into what happened on October 7th, there's no consequences. Okay, so someone has to retire from the Army after 2 years.
Yeah, without the consequence.
But I'm curious, when are Israelis going to stand up and say there have to be consequences? Like, why does someone who's a general, if you're terrible at your job, why do you get a pension? Why do you have all these things? Is there no consequence for anything?
Now is not consequences, but I going to police to tell the police about Ronen Bar to להאשים. להאשים. Tell the police the Ronen Bar is responsibility for
okay.
my friend always died.
Okay. Oh, you did that?
I did it, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to do this to Aaron Khaliva, and I'm going to do this to Herzi Halevi and everyone. The police gonna get
like a report.
Yeah. But we're trying to get some justice.
Do you think though that there's a desire for it? Do you think people will actually push for it in terms of politics? Because I think a lot of this stuff is political, and if you can push it, I think it would be a good thing. I think Israel needs accountability.
Yeah, we need a chance to change things. It takes time. It's
Ta-
gonna take a lot of time. Maybe 10 years, 15 years, or maybe more. Or maybe we we don't change things. Don't know.
well, God willing, you change things. That's the only way to learn.
Yeah.
Um, well, before we wrap up here, is there anything else you think American audience should understand about what's going on in Israel now? What's on anything that we're missing here that do you think would be important to people in America that are tuning in?
If I tell the Jewish people in the United States, we need help in the Asbara
To explain stuff.
to explain stuff.
Yeah, but by the way, I'm just going to say Hasbara is a bad word in the sense that
Asbara in Israel is bad. We don't have a government member for Asbara. We don't. Galit
yeah, but I'm
Israel-
saying it's not. What I'm saying is it's not even the position of Hasbara. The whole idea that that Israel is going to tell people that because we have like a gay pride parade in Tel Aviv, because Israel has a gay pride parade in Tel Aviv, therefore people should support their actions in Gaza. It doesn't work. So I think that Israel has to be very proud of the Jewish identity and be aggressive about it. And I think there's a lot of just defensiveness. The response and the way that they handle everything. I agree with you. It's not very good.
Yeah. So we need to be strong. We need to change things. Maybe I'm gonna back to the army in the January to my unit to do more miluim. And moving on. We do some good stuff. We fighting. And that's it. Thing.